Hello everyone, Huntsville Hamfest 2021. This is KJ4YZI. Saturday's starting to wrap up. There's been a lot of activity, a lot of videos. There's a lot of people that were here. But then I walk over here and I had something interesting I want to show you, and I think this deserves a video for sure. And we're going to talk to Bob from MyGO2 Antenna. We're going to see exactly why there's a birdhouse sitting here and what kind of antenna he has designed for people that say it, HOA, no, I can't have an antenna, I have an HOA. Watch this. Hey Bob, what's going on?
We've had a good show so far and have an antenna here I think you may be interested in. For years we've tried to come up with a decent HOA antenna, and I believe we've actually accomplished our goal. We have several satisfied customers. So far the antenna has achieved WAS and DXCC, has withstood storms in Iowa. SWR is less than 2 to 1, and it covers 80 through 6 meters.
So 2 to 1 or less than 2 to 1, 80 through 6 meters, and deployable pretty much anywhere.
Correct.
Anywhere.
We use in POTA or especially in the backyards of HOAs. The concept is we use a shunt antenna design. We use these copper rods that are driven in the ground. This is one of the matching devices that goes to the top. 17-foot stainless steel antenna screws in the top of it. 25-foot wire goes from the matching device to the copper rod that mounts the birdhouse.
So hold on, let me stop you there. So I want to tell people exactly what this means. Now, this is going to be set in the ground.
This is set
okay?
in the ground.
And tell them about this here. This is how you would set that in the ground.
That's right. So we've also included a driver. Help you drive.
Military grade driver,
Military
nonetheless.
grade driver, yes. That will bang this bad boy into the ground.
Okay. How far would that go in the ground in the copper wire?
Go in the ground at least 8 feet, or excuse me, 8 feet.
8 inches.
8 inches,
okay.
8 to 10 inches.
Okay.
And we're using 50 feet of Wireman fresh.
Wireman
coax.
quality coax, yes.
Quality coax. In fact, it's top of their line.
You know, a lot of, let me excuse you, Bob. A lot of people always come up with a great idea, and they have substandard coax.
Exactly
and that
right.
makes a big difference when you're talking about making an efficient antenna, whether it be stealth or what. That always makes a big deal with quality coax.
Correct. And so what we've done is this kit is complete as you receive it.
Okay.
All you need to do is add radio and a little bit of effort. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to set this antenna up. As I said, it's designed primarily for HOA, but we have some of our customers that are using it for POT.
Well, that's because you're saying it all rolls up right here. Another great portable, small design. It all rolls up right in that bag there. Anybody on POTA can take that with them.
They can, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, I don't have one rolled up right now, but it's complete. It has a carrying case. As a matter of fact, even has the little trick tag that goes on.
Nice. So we get back to this now. This goes pounded into the ground.
Yes.
Okay. And that is a matching transformer here.
It's a matching device. This wire hooks onto the top of it, goes 25 feet over to the other copper rod that you have driven in the ground, same distance. And
so this, so this is going to go tied to the top of this.
To the top of this.
Okay, and then that, guys, is going to string over to another copper rod, which he has disguised as a birdhouse. Think about this, okay? Here's an example on the page in the back here. You can stealth that copper rod here with anything. A trellis with some vines on it, a plant pot. I think you have something here that shows other examples, right?
We do.
Okay, so look at this. You could set it, bird feeders, you could set it up as solar lights, and no one's even gonna know that that is the other end of the antenna where the wire's going to. You can hide that. And it'll be a lot easier to hide that. And everybody says, wow, a bird feeder. No one's even gonna see the antenna, right, Bob?
That's correct.
Okay, so keep going.
And it's proved exactly to be the case. Friends of ours and customers of ours that have this antenna in an HOA environment, they've had absolutely zero problems with it.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's really, it's quality made. That's got a nice heavy feel to it. This looks like this matching. Is this a proprietary Ballon number in there? Because people are always asked, what's the ratio? But
with
it's
a
probably
shunt antenna, it's not really a ratio interest involved.
Okay. So it's different. I'm not really much familiar with shunt antennas.
The internals are entirely different than a Ballon or a unit.
Right. So guys, this is a proprietary patented design. He's not just throwing stuff together. He designed this. And he designed this the way that he designed it to be different to work.
full of epoxy resin.
Right. Don't take it apart. It's going to be a bad idea.
You'd be sad.
And you're going to have to, it looks like you have to cut it apart full of epoxy resin. That wouldn't be a good idea.
Bandsaw would be a pretty good mess too.
So then the telescopic whip is going to go on top of
The
this.
screws on the top of this is 17 feet tall, as I said.
Right. So here's what I would do, guys. What I would do is I'd run that in the ground, right? And then I'd be taking this right up. Can you go behind a tree, alongside a tree with
A lot
that?
of people will go alongside the tree or up inside, just right next to it. Whatever disguise works best for you.
Right. Disguising, guys, we're not going to beat the HOAs with the laws. We're going to beat them with a stealth antenna.
Exactly.
That's the way it happens. So you put this up on top of this, which is going to be close to the ground.
Yes.
This is going to go up 17 feet. The wire comes from the top here to the other copper. So picture this. Ready? Up like this, over, and that's all you're going to have there. And that's 80 through 6, less than 2 to 1 SWR.
And it works. WAS, DXCC, 100 watts output into this bad boy, or 25 to 50 digital.
Okay. So what would be, I'm going to put this in the description, but the website, where would be the best place to find
The
this?
best place to go would be on TN07.com.
There you go, guys. There's that snapshot, and the link is in the description, TN07.com. There's a number, and there's a picture of one in use at Field Day 2021.
Right. This club used this thing field day and worked extremely well.
Yeah. I'm always a fan of new antennas that I haven't seen, and antennas that have a very stealth design or a portable design. I've gotten really into, when I went with the RV, I got into a portable design where everything's got to be portable. That is very small. I can set this up anywhere.
Yes, it is.
So I think MyGO2 antenna is going to be a pretty neat thing for you to check out. And thank you, Bob, for the time on the video.
Thank you very much for your time.
And hopefully one day down the road, you might see this one day down the road and everybody says, wow, we all have one now. Why don't you have one, Eric? Then we'll talk about me having one. 7-3, Bob.
73, thanks. So long out there.
And 7-3, this about wraps it up here for today. I got about 20-something videos I have to make here. Well, wow, I've went almost everywhere. A couple of the booths I walked by and didn't make videos, but I had to stop by places like Bob and Gigaparts and ICOM and everywhere else. So more videos, we'll try to make some tomorrow and see what the junk section over there has. That's going to be the stuff where I find something I just can't live without. 7-3, everyone. KJ4YZI.